of you have learned your previous lessons. Today, I am going to discuss with you a beautiful and interesting story from our textbook Footprints. The name of the story is The Thief Story, written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a famous Indian writer, and this story, The Thief Story, is one of his well-known stories. Through this story, the writer shows how the reformation of a criminal or a thief is best achieved through love and understanding rather than punishment. In this story, there are two characters. One is Harry C. He is about 15 years old, and this boy is a thief. Another character is Anil. He is about 25 years old, and he is a playwright. Playwright means who is writing novels for magazines, stories for magazines. That is playwright. Okay. So as I said, Harry Singh is a thief, and once Harry Singh comes to contact with Anil. Anil gives him a job in his house. One day, Harry Singh steals the money from Anil's house and runs away. But Anil's honesty, love, understanding and his good qualities make him come back and returns the money. This is about this story. And now just watch this video.
Summary: The Thief's Story. Harry Singh was a thief. He was nearly 15 years old but was quite good for his age. In fact, Harry Singh wasn't even his real name. He used a different name every month to avoid getting caught. The first time Harry met Anil was at a wrestling match. Anil looked like the perfect mark, simple, kind and easygoing. Harry approached Anil and complimented him on his looks. He told Anil he wanted to work for him. Anil replied that he couldn't pay him. So Harry said that he would work for food and even lied that he could cook. So Anil agreed and took him in. That night Harry made dinner. It was so bad that Anil gave it to some stray dogs and told Harry to leave. However, Harry just stood and kept smiling at Anil. Anil relented. He let Harry stay and taught him how to cook. He also taught Harry how to write his name and promised that one day Harry would learn how to write whole sentences and add numbers. Harry was glad. With some education, he could be better at what he did. Harry found it easy to work for Anil. Every day he would make tea in the morning. Then he would go to the market to buy supplies. He always made a rupee's profit every time. Harry also learned quite a bit about Anil. Anil was a writer and did not make steady income. When he did, he would go out and celebrate. When he didn't, he would borrow and worry about his next paycheck. One day, Anil came home flush with several banknotes. He had just sold a book to a publisher. He safely hid the money under his mattress. It had been some time since Harry stole from someone. He made up his mind to steal the money. That night, he crept up to Anil's bed and carefully extracted the money. Then he ran. He ran until he came to a bazaar by the station. There he slowed down and counted the money. There was 600 rupees in the bundle. Harry thought he would live like a king for the next week or two. Thinking this, he came to the station. The Lucknow Express was just leaving the platform. If he ran, he could easily jump into one of the compartments. But something stopped him. Harry stood still and watched as the train left. He was alone now and had nowhere to go. He thought about Anil and how his house was the one place he could go back to. So, having nowhere to go, Harry started walking aimlessly and came to a maidan. There he sat on a bench thinking about Anil's reaction. Anil, he knew, would feel sad not at the loss of money but at the loss of trust. It started to rain. Soaked, Harry made his way back to the bazaar. He took out the notes, then he thought how about his name? time at Anil's. He remembered that Anil had promised to teach him to write whole sentences. One day, he thought knowing whole sentences would bring him more than thieving could. After all, stealing was easy, but becoming a clever and well respected man, that was better. So Harry went back to Anil and put the money back under the mattress. Next day, when he woke up, Anil was already making tea. Anil gave him a 50 rupee note as part of his wages. Then he declared that they were going to learn whole sentences. Harry realized that Anil knew what had happened, but Anil didn't say anything. Moved, Harry gave Anil a smile, a genuine heartfelt smile.
Dear children, I hope all of you have enjoyed this video. And isn't it an interesting story? Yes, of course, it's an interesting and a good story. And there is a good message behind this story. What is that message? Love and kindness can change a thief or a criminal into a good man. That is the important message that the writer wants to convey through this story. Apart from this, the story covers the theme of betrayal, friendship, kindness, and honesty. And the story highlights the importance of learning and education. So, my dear children, I want all my students, all my children to be kind and honest. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.